Nowadays, thanks to these NVMe SSD sticks, you can build your own super fast portable SSD drive for less than buying an actual ready-to-run portable unit. And if you're on the lookout for a reliable, yet fast enclosure, then Yottamaster could have you covered with this, the Swift-Wind SSD Enclosure. We've taken a look at various external SSD-based enclosures in the past, some with special features, while others are super small and portable. They all have to cater for one problem though: heat. These NVMe SSD drives run hot, and regulating temperatures is important, especially if you want to maintain high performance. And that's where this Yottamaster enclosure comes in. If you hadn't already spotted from the packaging, as well as the hint in the name, this is one of the few portable enclosures on the market with active cooling. In other words, an actual built-in cooling fan. That does come at a bit of a cost though. By that I mean portability. Don't get me wrong, the overall size and weight still make it seriously portable. It's just a fair bit larger than other enclosures on the market. Quite a bit larger than I had imagined, to be fair. Saying that, it's built seriously strong though, with an aluminum alloy construction, which also helps heat dissipation of course, and the top being covered with a window so we can see the internals. A pretty nice design overall. On one end we find the single USB-C port used to connect the unit to your host device, compatible with Thunderbolt 3 and 4 ports, as well as systems supporting the USB 4 protocol. The unit even comes complete with a short cable, with a Type-C to Type-A adapter connected to one end, making the drive backwards compatible should the need arise. You'll ideally want to stick with the Type-C though for the fastest transfer speeds. Compatible with M-key NVMe SSDs of up to 4TB in capacity, and with all the common sizes being supported, installation is a very straightforward affair thanks to a completely tool-free procedure. Simply slide the top cover to unlock and then remove. It's as easy as that, providing space to now install your SSD of choice, which slides neatly into place. A small locking pin is supplied within the package, which secures the opposite end of the drive down onto the board with a simple twist lock procedure. Take care not to lose this small piece though, as you only get one included within the package. Anyways, with that in place, we can proceed to add a thermal pad to the top before covering with the supplied heatsink. Finally, sealing up the enclosure is just as quick as opening, a simple slide and click. So the enclosure is compatible with the USB 4 protocol at up to 40 gigabits per second. Note though, for Thunderbolt ports, it is only compatible with Macs containing Apple Silicon, so the M1 and above, or Windows Intel chips that are 12th generation and above. That control chip does a great job with data transfers too, and the Blackmagic disk speed test software gives us some very respectable numbers, pushing to the upper limits of what the external USB 4 or Thunderbolt interface can provide, easily up there with the best I've tested, and enough to edit 4K content or for super fast data transfers. I've certainly no disappointment here at all. As we have an active cooling fan here, there is of course some noise due to the moving parts though, although saying that, it's not too distracting at all. It's rather quiet actually, and you can hear the air being pushed through and placing a microphone right up to the exhaust. We've previously tested the charge disk, a smaller drive with a cooling fan, and the fan in this drive is noticeably quieter, so a definite win there. This helps pull cool air in from one side of the drive, which passes over the SSD with its heatsink installed, and exhausts that now warm air out of the other end. And it seems to work perfectly well. Throughout longer usage sessions, I've had no overheating or drive throttling issues at all. That doesn't mean the drive stays ice cold though. It will still feel warm to the touch, but keeping the SSD inside running cool is priority, and it seems to be doing the job just fine in that regard. So with a stylish yet functional design and an easy tool-free NVMe installation procedure, if you have access to your own NVMe SSD and want to use it as an external device for your computer, the Yottamaster Swift-Wind NVMe SSD Enclosure performed well throughout testing, and as long as you don't mind a very slight fan noise, it makes for a great overall performer.